trying to do a couple of casual battles before the DLC drops.
I love how Tatsugiri and Dondozo are in the official art. They know. Also, the one Tatsugiri form is the stretchy form. Why are there no memes about this?
I'm probably only going to do, like...
the idea is to do 3 battles. We're only doing more if we get a hilarious disconnect or rage quit, like a single turn into a battle.
Or if I feel like cutting around and showing an interesting victory, or, like, maybe a loss, so there might be some cuts between things. If a loss is interesting enough, I might show it, but anyway. But we're gonna start cutting around. I have this whole idea for casual chaos, because sometimes on the casual ladder you find absolute nonsense.
And sometimes, on the ranked ladder, you find a bright powder evil.
Okay.
I fucking love that man's video. They haven't made a video like that for this game, which is a bit unfortunate.
Okay, let's see what we're dealing with.
Yeah, look, they're bringing the snail.
And it could be a Trick Room countering Fluttermane.
This is the type of team when I look at this, now this is probably just my brain, I sort of just assume this is just big, slam into you as hard and fast as you can, unga bunga, with the only Trick Room thing being the snail.
Guess I could bring Yogi. Don't want Nobunaga. Puzzles.
I feel like the Aleki is probably going to try the explosion thing. That's the other reason I feel like this is going to be, again, just a big slam into you.
I'll just Nobunaga, hope for the best. It looked...
Because, and I know...
Fluttermane!
And I know now that we're on recording in saying this is going to happen, I don't see Trick Room Fluttermane anymore.
I see the Imprisoned set every so often, because...
I know,
a lot of people on casual use rental teams, and if I recognize a rental team, and I know for a fact...
Because this is a team with the snail on it, I genuinely wonder, is this a team from Moxie?
But it looks like you're just going for damage.
Considering that they led both of it...
fools!
Okay, you say that, but the idea they would be trying to set up here, it seems like, is both of those are probably just going to click their move that spreads spikes and stealth rocks. So they're trying to wear you down with chip, it seems. Yeah, Sonic.
Yep.
And then, isn't it Ceaseless Edge? Yeah, Ceaseless Edge.
That's fine. Crewmate, you did your job. Okay. Trick Room. Room service. Love that item.
Oh no. Oh.
Now, don't care if Yogi takes some chip.
Ground resist rock, so it's gonna be resisted stealth rocks, and it's only one layer of spikes.
And I'm going to...
Yeah, see, that wasn't that big.
I'm going to Terastal into grass. We're going to do this, and...
Right now, because you don't have the flame orb, wouldn't... because Brick Break is super effective against that, wouldn't that be stronger?
Yeah, we'll go for chip.
Because it's 70...
Alright, well, one...
It's 75 double versus 70 was a 50% boost, so Brick Break
would actually be stronger.
It's stronger right now, unless that thing Terastals into, like, Ghost or whatever.
Yeah.
Or flying. Ah,
no Terastal! Okay, good. Alright.
So, these can both be kind of fat. So... because you don't have an offensive item, it might be able to survive.
Yes, but I'm... Alright.
Oh, no. Oh, crit might have actually
I think the crit mattered. I could live a couple of hits, though. Yogi Unbound! Gonna snort my cocaine and do crimes, boo-boo! That's what Yogi does. Oh, Korean. Now, either of you... Okay, you don't have a sash.
Yeah.
That thing has a sash. Which is... potentially. I'm just gonna do that. Now, sometimes the fish actually runs a ghost Terra.
So...
I'm going to take... We're going to Headlong Rush.
Oh, protect. And because Fluttermane has the high special, oh no, double protect, they're just stalling out Trick Room.
Yeah, but I haven't...
Though they could also, because they did a double protect, be doing this to see what moves...
What moves I'm using?
So that they would know if they would want to, like, Terra Ghost or something.
Yes, which is why I'm trying to play the safe round here.
Yeah.
But...
Yes, but the fish is frail, so especially with Flame...
One hit kills the fish!
The Headlong Rush should kill it, so this should...
Headlong Rush will kill, but it might be sassed. But I'm doing ground in case.
Because, yeah, it seems like they're going for it. Unless it's literally about to become grass.
Nope!
Yep!
Ghost! Ha 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 ha! Dumbass!
Why did you click Ghost if they clicked Headlong Rush? Did you forget that that move is ground?
Yes!
Oh, the fish lived! I actually didn't expect that.
Yes! Do Called it! The stupid Ghost Terra, because it's frail. And that Ghost Terra commonly cocks over Yogi Unbound. I've seen, I think that was a rental team.
I made a joke. I watched the Pokémon. They were Korean and shit, so it probably wasn't like from Moxie. But then again, if it was from a Korean player, it could have actually been someone.
What's funny? It was the Ghost.
That thing being Ghost makes sense because it's weak to fighting.
It's frail, and the Ghost Terra tricks things.
Yeah.
But between battles, like I said, I might cut. We'll see what we're doing. I'm not going to sit here and record that long. I'm just going to do 2 or 3.
Okay. That's 1 now. Now let's see what dumb bullshit we encounter, especially because on the casual, I'm like, why is there not more legendary spamming? I expected Kyogre to be everywhere.
Okay.
Very similar. Cool. Oh. It was the Chien Pao. I feel like it's...
Puzzle is actually super useful.
But because of the Heatran, the Ursaluna is also...
No, Puzzle stops, like, almost everything, but Ursaluna kind of needs to take up the mantle here. Because, and Heatrans can give me crap, and I think this is based on... My problem is, I think this is someone's rental team, because there's a sect of Heatran that have been running, like, Terra Grass, and, instead of Protect, it's, like, Substitute.
If I had to make a guess, they're probably going to lead Sable. Yeah. Oh, I thought they were going to lead Sable. Surging Strikes, that's why.
That's...
Especially because they're probably, like... I thought they were going to lead...
This is actually fine.
I thought they were going to lead the, like, Chien Pao or whatever.
I'm going to just go ahead and safety Terastal. And follow me. If you didn't notice it, my items, Krumi Assast. So...
Because it's...
It's a Focus Sash variant to stall people. Flame Breaker.
And they're probably going to, because of the redirection, they can't taunt, so I would assume...
Well, you might try
taunt. They could taunt, but... Oh no, they're doing that, but they didn't Terrestrial, which I find super interesting.
Yeah. This is fine.
Well, they haven't terrestrial immediately, so I honestly wonder if they are a pure water terrestrial, because of that, you would probably want to send in the Ursaluna, because, you know, you want to kill their Urshifu as soon as possible.
Basically.
Because they're probably, like, I don't know if they're going to detect or not right now, that's the
It
thing.
might be detect!
I guess, because, other than, like, taunt and stuff, the, like, Thunderous can't really hurt the...
I'm going for...
Ursaluna, yeah, I would say, double target the Urshifu.
I'm going to target it with... it might... Sometimes it's Terra Water, so Headlong Rush could be good. I'm just gonna Shadow Claw. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, because they withdrew the Urshifu. Oh, that tells me they might not be Terra Water then, because...
Oh, good! Except I Shadow Clawed.
Oh, if only it clicked the Brick Break.
Yeah, that would have been...
almost! So at the same time, this is going to break a sash on that thing.
Huh.
And that's why you don't 80 accuracy.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Because it missed. Okay, so I guess just expanding force again and Brick Break into that slot because
it might be the Terra Ghost variant. So I'm actually going to Headlong.
Headlong Rush.
Because if it's the Ghost... Yeah. Yeah, because you're... Hold on.
But because they protected, well, that does keep that thing alive, and because it's protect, that does tell me that probably was a Sash variant. So, well, it would have been fun to either Facade or, like, break that thing and KO it. Like, we still broke its Sash, and because of its Sash being broken and stuff, like, and due to how frail that is, especially with Urshifu coming out and you're still protected.
There's the Heatran!
Hold
on. Then what I'm going to do... double check. Rain 2 turns. This thing, I'm going to just take a shot and we're going to Facade. Because...
Yep, there it is. They're probably all at Terra the Heatran. Yep, should be grass. Yep, it's always grass.
Thanks, dumbass.
Puh. Armor cannon. Fire! Rain don't fucking matter.
Particle beam cannon. Fire!
Now, because it's not super effective, Heatran is a fat fuck, and because it is...
Yes, but my Ursaluna, because of... Hold on. Yeah.
Whew.
Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you.
And this just leaves the Urshifu.
Yes. I went for the safe play.
No.
You did Terra Grass. You did... Salty Disconnect? Nope. Okay. And you've wasted your Terra, so I know that thing can't.
Yes.
1 turn of Trick Room, 1 turn of Psychic Terrain, 1 turn of Rain.
They're probably going to protect...
They protect or detect, but we're going to go for damage. And now that I know that thing can't Terra...
Yep. Protect to try and get the Trick Room, because they're going, like... Because they can't Terra, because you see, that's the funny thing. If they hadn't actually used the Terra there, if they had saved it, they could have actually maybe pulled the game back, because Urshifu, if it became a pure water, it can actually live non-super effective, non-terrain boosted expanding force, because this thing doesn't have an offensive item. So they could have actually pulled the game back at the end, but they didn't, so just do the same thing again.
No, I'm gonna click Trick Room.
That's...
The Ursaluna, I think, is the bigger threat to them, and I just need to play... Because I'm clicking Trick Room, because I'm... Because they're probably about to...
Yeah, of course.
Exactly for this fucking reason now.
But that's why I feel like you should, like, well, I know I just said this thing can live based on certain investments.
It can live based on certain investments. I
know what you're doing. My point basically was, with this thing, if you had just attacked, because you, like, would have just...
They're probably focus sashed.
Hasn't it already taken chip damage?
No. They keep swapping it. I'm trying to...
Yeah. Oh, I thought it took damage on swap in.
Going to expanding force. And I'm going to click imprison. And you weren't even...
I think it was choice banded. Because they only ever clicked surging strikes. Now, granted, that is always what
if you choice, they had... No, they had protect.
Oh. Oh, it's probably like Mystic Water then.
Crazy nut. Whatever. Okay.
Or that's one of those at times where it wasn't set to where like. Or actually, wait, they have the Chi and Pao on the same team, so that's why it wouldn't be as fast. I can't wait until I run into something surviving because of the focus band.
Probably try to get like one more,
and
then I could stop. I just wanted a couple of battles, one or two, but because if I absolutely
but we haven't encountered like super cancer yet.
At least one or two more, maybe just the one. We'll see, again, I might be cutting around.
Oh, funny, I talk about having encountered some cancer, and I see some cancer.
You're good.
I feel like you might need to bring the Garganackle because of the fucking, like... Not only Amoongus, the Salt ability also reduces ghost damage, right?
Yes.
So that would also actually...
If I play this off right, and... You're immune to statuses.
That's why I said because I like.
You know what?
Now you know it's always one of those you never know, and because you never know, it could be the offensive Amoongus. But it's just like whenever I see an Amoongus, I go into fucking fight or flight. Well, not just Amoongus. This team also has the Murkrow, and didn't Murkrow get Thunder Wave?
Murkrow has some annoying stuff. A quack.
Yeah, funny, speaking of the Murkrow.
You can tell when.
It seems like there's going to probably...
I'm going to Trick Room.
If I had to make a...
I'm not going to Terrestrial immediately. Follow me.
If I had to make a guess, I would assume they're probably just going to... there's Druid. I was going to say, I would assume they would click, like, Tailwind and just spam the one speed move, but they seem to have recognized that this is a Trick Room.
Let's see what you do. You can't taunt in Psychic Terrain!
I wonder if they thought they could taunt in Psychic Terrain because they were flying.
Go ahead and safety Terrestrial. Expanding Force. Now, I could Helping Hand.
You could.
I know I can't hit the Murkrow, but Murkrow is... on.
It's standard Arcanine and not the
Hisuian one.
Does the standard one get Rock Slide and stuff?
I believe so.
But you're technically faster, and actually its speed is like 90, so yeah, you should be faster.
I'm way fast!
It didn't activate its room service unless it's Iron Ball. The question is, what is the Murkrow going to do? That's... it's one of those, it is a completely, it seems to be a completely support Murkrow, so I guess we can just leave that thing sitting there for a hot minute. Fat fucking dog.
It's fine.
Fire. You big fool.
I'm Flash Fire, you idiot. Okay. Then, what we're going to do... Alright.
Oh, battle with. Yeah, they realized they fucked up. That's... Again, because
That's funny.
that ended early, I would say we do one more.
I might try to get one more.
And no matter how that one ends, we will stop. Like, if we get another disconnect, we'll just stop. Because they realized they were in a terrible position.
Man was a...
Which is funny, because, you know, you still, depending on what's in the back and shit, you still could have, like, won that. But again, I guess that's one of those that seems to have been an all prankster Murphy.
Which is the one critical problem where no one understands. Try to get, I guess. I might try to get one more. Maybe. Just because we did get a disconnect.
We got a disconnect early enough in the battle. That was like, what, turn 3?
Yes.
Turn 2? Like turn 2 or 3, so...
I had Trick Room and man had no...
I really need to pay attention to the person to see if we run into the same... Oh god, this is cancer. I hate it.
Okay.
How much damage does the, like, the King Gambit do to... Oh.
Connection error.
Oh, they...
That was either...
I think that might have been they just looked at it and they were like, I don't want to bother. Which is fucking hilarious because you're the one running a Crystalia. I'm sorry, you don't have the right to rage quit was an I don't want to bother when you're using a Crystalia. But I guess if we continue to get errors and
If I get another error, I might just stop.
Yeah. Or, again, another early salty disconnect. Oh, look, more cancer again.
Okay, definitely gonna lead you.
Definitely need those two, and then
Puzzle I need!
And then I would say, I guess, Garganackle or the Ursaluna, because Ursaluna can counter Amoonguss if it gets, like, if you get the burn off.
Garganackle's good. It's down to... I just try to do damage.
Hey, depending on the Urshifu that is, you might be able to bait them into hitting you with, like, a fighting move or something in Terra Ghost now. Yeah.
Well, I might end up needing my Terra Crap. If I play this off right, I win, and then that would be a good enough set of battles for like a 30-minute video.
Unless, you know, stupid shit happens.
I only wanted like a decent length video.
Alright, so no matter what happens after this, I think we should. Let's stop. Okay, it's just a man going in. And because man is just going in, don't immediately Terrastal because you'll...
I know. Well, I'm aware of that. It's a man on a mission. On.
Oh, they actually seem to be thinking. Urshifu players never think.
It's big thing.
No, they're using Urshifu, it's not.
Small think.
They're probably just going to Bleak Wind Storm and Surging Strike. Oh no, just Tailwind Surging Strike. And they didn't Terrastal, so... going in.
Okay.
And that also didn't kill, so I don't think that's an offensive item one, so it seems to be a sash one, so because that didn't kill, I
What
guess,
I'm going to actually do, we're going to Expanding Force.
and then...
I'm going to actually Psychic
Yes.
in case it is...
Though they're probably going to try to protect that.
Psychic Terrain.
Whenever people do shit like that, I commonly, honestly believe it's not that
And it wasn't.
Again, honestly, whenever I see shit like that, I believe it's not that the person doesn't know how Psychic Terrain works. It is one of those, again, you literally only have prankster shit.
Yes.
You're like pure support, you have no offensive moves.
Okay. Flutter Mane.
If anything was...
Rillaboom.
if anything was gonna have a sash, it would be the Flutter Mane.
Grassy Surge. Then we're going to...
You should also probably Terrastal so that if they, like, if it is sassed and they try to go for damage, you're not going to be super effectively beaten by Ghost.
And we're going to do Big Think. Because here's the funny thing. You stop priority. And Rillaboom can get Fake Out.
Yes. But they could also potentially, like, be going in for damage, but...
Or a Terra.
Oh, they can even Fake Out. Oh, my man went for damage. Oh, they probably, like... They probably just clicked, like,
Yes.
what hammer? Eagling? Also, you lived that at the -1. I just thought about that.
Yes. Imprison. In case you protect. Or in case you have protect, because that's...
But they just terrestrial, so they're probably going to try to click Declaim again. Let's see if they live. Ooh, but did you click it again? Imprison? Did you click Declaim? Ah, fuck you.
I have Dazzling Gleam. I have Imprison. The other reason I did that, I fought Protect. I have one turn of Trick Room. You can't protect. I win. Just Armor Cannon.
They're probably just gonna cancel.
Because mine's Dazzling Gleam, Trick Room.
Just click the fucking button.
Battle was canceled.
Okay, we can stop then.
No, that's it. 30 minutes. That's fine. I won. No, I just wanted a couple of battles, Gerthen.
Yeah, it's like... Oh, and we guide it after, like, we did the, one thing. It's like, Trick Room goes up and you murder the dog. Battle was cancelled.
And then that other funny thing, big thing, Imprison Dazzle! I was more... Hold on. I'm gonna end, but to explain the one thing for a second, I was more... Because I was running out of Trick Room, and I thought if they had Protect, that they might try to Protect.
Yes.
What?
Yes. But their offensive move was Declaim because it was spread, so...
Now, at the end, instead of the beginning, just to explain my team a little bit, Now, they're not all level 100, but that doesn't matter. I can explain my team. Just an ass hair. Because these, while this was casual, these are... I'm wrong about it every time. These are competitively trained. Let me go over my team. Just a little bit. Before I end off. And I'll probably just make this one extra long video. That's all I wanted, was just a couple of battles before the DLC drops. Because I worked on a Trick Room team for like 2 months, goddammit. Flamebreaker is Expanding Force, Armor Cannon, Wide Guard, which I could have also clicked. Which in and of itself would have been funny. And Trick Room. Expanding Force, as you can see, is that one psychic move. In psychic terrain, it becomes a spread damage move. Armor Cannon is basically a special fire equivalent of close combat. Wide Guard blocks spread damage, so it would actually block Dazzling Gleam. Instead of running, sorry about that. Instead of running Energy Ball, I was running Wide Guard because blocking spread damage can be really useful. So, basically, that's really, really funny. If you use it right, it blocks spread damage, so moves like Dazzling Gleam. Yes, Earthquake counts. Anything that's spread, Trick Room was, self-explanatory. It's a Trick Room team. Trick Room makes the slowest Pokemon go first. So I have a negative... Alright. I should explain this in the boxes too for a second. Let me show. I have no attack and no speed. No good. 0 speed, 0 attack. This took over 500 eggs. But the reason I'm running this, Foul Play hits your opponent with their attack stat as a base. So by running no good attack, especially if I Terastal into grass, I can live, I think with the Terastal, it's like 5 or 6 Foul Plays from full health. So let's just go down the list and show and explain some stuff. Kurumi, same deal. This is an old set, and I had modified it a little bit. Her stats are weird. It is mostly HP and physical defense, a tiny bit of special defense, and the most minuscule amount of special attack. And I was holding the Focus Sash so that she could live 1 attack at 1 hit point, if needed. So, again, I'm going to cover things and try to be fast here. With those disconnects and some cuts, I can get this down. I don't want too long of a video, but anyway. It's a pretty straightforward thing. Follow me, redirection, helping hand, 50% boost when supporting, heal pulse, heals at the target, so you can heal your ally. That's self-explanatory. This is an Assault Vest set. Maximum attack, near max HP. The tiny bit of HP that's missing was a perfect amount of special defense. Standard King Gambit, it's a Flying Terra. Moves are pretty explanatory. The Poison Jab is actually, and this is funny, and I didn't get to use Poison Jab. I'm kind of future-proofing. It's because there's a bunch of Grass Terras, and I'm specifically future-proofing for if Tapu Fini comes back. But the main reason for this is actually because of how many Grass Terras exist. Because you can then just Poison Jab, since Poison beats Grass. And it's Defiant as the ability. Kurumi's ability was Psychic, Surge, so she's a hidden ability. Flamebreaker, I'm actually not running the hidden ability, it's the standard Flash Fire. Now, I'm just trying to speed this up because I am. The boy, Yogi Unbound, Terra Ghost, which was picking up in popularity. However, I made this a little bit before it started picking up in popularity. The reason it started picking up in popularity, a Japanese guy was using this. This isn't his set, though. This is my own nonsense. Maximum attack. I can give the exact EV spread. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I found the perfect plateau where I gave up HP, and the HP I gave up is special defense and physical defense, because if you balloon your health stat, your defense and special defense actually start to basically need points. So by keeping my HP in this specific range, I basically have the high defense and special defense, and this actually lets this Ursaluna live more hits than it would if I had just maxed out the HP. Then, because it's a Ghost Terra, Shadow Claw's on here, breaks screens, Light Screen to Reflect. If you click Brick Break, you cut through it. Headlong Rush is also basically close combat, but it's a ground move. Facade, as everybody knows, it's 70 power. If you're burned, it's poison, paralyzed, or burned, it doubles. The move naturally ignores the burn attack drop-off. Ursaluna has Guts. Guts is a 50% attack boost if you're under a status condition, so I'm holding a Flame Orb. Yes, Guts ignores the burn drop. So Facade doubles in power because of a burn. I get 50% extra damage because of Guts. Facade gets 50% additional damage because of Stab, making this one of the hardest hitting normal moves. This ground damage is ridiculous. That's to break screens, like I said, and that's Shadow Claw. I'm just trying to speed run. All my Pokemon have the negative speed. I'm trying to truncate around, even if I don't immediately show this. A lot of people like a team breakdown. This set is weird. I actually took away a tiny bit of HP, and it's a tiny bit of attack, because, and this set confuses people, the tiny bit of attack is actually because this Garganacl, I don't have the list for everything, that tiny bit of attack actually makes this Garganacl chip a few Pokemon like a % of damage more than people would expect. And by chipping Garganacl, by having Garganacl chip certain Pokemon, like, and as Harrimore, funny enough, one of the Pokemon this set actually can chip is this one common, like, offensive Heatran that's not bulky. By making this Garganacl chip HP in weird intervals, I've actually thrown off a few common damage calcs. But it is literally to throw off a few damage calcs of oddly specific Pokemon. If I redo this Garganacl, I will get rid of that attack, but the fact that it chips offensive Heatran specifically. Then, obviously, the moves, I'm doing a mix. It's Salt Cure, because Salt Cure does the chipping. Recover to heal, Iron Defense to boost my physical defense, Wide Guard to have spread, no Protect on this set, Purifying Salt halves ghost damage, and makes you immune to statuses, so this Garganacl can counter Amoonguss. And the spread is basically maximum special defense, near max HP, and that tiny bit of attack just to be annoying. It's just an annoyance set. That's all this Garganacl is. And my item for the Garganacl is Rocky Helmet. Because the Rocky Helmet, when you make physical contact, does chip damage. And because I have Iron Defense, this Garganacl is designed to just be annoying. And finally, Puzzle, who is also 0-0, and she happens to be shiny. What I did for Puzzle, I took someone else's spread idea, but I flipped their spread. So it was a common recommended spread, but I flipped it to make it more special defense instead of physical. Mainly because I was running the Garganackle. And this spread is mostly HP, a good chunk of special defense, a bit of physical defense, and as you can see, she is invested in special attack, Terra Fairy, Armor Tail to prevent priority. She's holding a mental herb to stop non-priority taunt. And her set, because she's Terra Fairy, she's not running normal or ghost. It's Dazzling Gleam, because if I Terastal, that's actually really good stab damage and it's spread. Trick Room, self-explanatory. Protect is mostly to imprison Protect, but every so often, like in that last match, I get to imprison Dazzling Gleam if I use her right. I can try to get the exact spreads, and Flamebreaker, as I showed in the battle, has a room service. What that does, when Trick Room activates, the room service is used and it drops your speed. And that combines with the fact that this thing is designed to be slow. These are all slow fucks. And because Carson asked and I didn't fully use Nobunaga, this is a maximum attack Brave Nature set. So this motherfucker hits like a truck, and because of Defiant, anytime a stat is dropped, you get +2 attack, so Nobunaga can stop Intimidate. And then I have some unique Pokeballs, like Yogi Unbound is in a... I'm stopping. I just wanted to also comment. Yogi Unbound is in a Moonball, because I'm hilarious. With that said, if I make this one long video with some cuts, I just wanted to kind of explain my team. Because I've actually seen a bunch of people get butthurt and go, oh, you need to explain your team if you make a video. Otherwise, people don't know what your team is about. If you have any other questions or what have you, I can get the EV spreads and stuff later. But I do need to go. This has been like 45 minutes. Though, if I make this just one long recording, that should be fine enough with some cuts. So, I hope you all enjoyed the first episode of Casual Chaos. And I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what is your opinion on the first episode of Casual Chaos? Personally, I thought the episode went well enough, but if you have any feedback, I will read all the feedback I get to try and form a general consensus on what people might want to see in future episodes, or the changes that people would prefer that I make in editing. One change that I might start doing is a more thorough team breakdown, where I actually include the EV spreads in the video, or at the very least put the EV spreads in the description. That way you can always have the EV spreads available even if I do not mention them directly, and I think that might be the better solution, because otherwise I think the episode was fine. The whole point of this series is to record casual matches, because I always seem to find absolutely bizarre and crazy sets whenever I'm doing a casual match. So I was hoping to record a few of the crazy matches that I always seem to find. Because I really do regret not recording certain other casual matches over the years, simply because I have found so many weird things. I know this video was not inherently that odd, but the whole point is to fish for the bizarre and unconventional nonsense that I find, and to also fish for a bunch of random things that you might not see in ranked, because a lot of the other stuff I see on the casual ladder is stuff not allowed in ranked, and that has often led to very crazy and interesting battles. But I'm rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shield for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.